Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. So today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, we are going over their current feelings for you. How is your person or the person in your mind currently feeling about you, about the connection, and anything else that wants to come up? You guys know that I'll share. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this. Feel free to let me know that you're new in the comments. I always love knowing if someone's new popping in. So, and also you guys can let me know if you're returning. That's always nice to know too. If you are a returning viewer, let me know how long you've been around, or you can just let me know where you're watching from. I do like to read those types of comments along with all your wonderful comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1, we have this card. It has a cup of coffee, so there may be a relation why you're drawn to this. It does have a bee on it, but it says bees and community, and it's the number 37. I have this paired with this selenite palmstone for pile 1. There you go. Pile 2, we have the beautiful sunflower. It does say action with the number 34. And I have this paired with this tiger's eye palmstone. It's actually considered a worry stone. It's got a little thumbprint. You can kind of rub if need be. So that is pile 2. And pile 3, we have this lovely card that says feather and messages. It's the number 7. And I have this paired with this beautiful labradorite because it kind of reminded me of the colors on the feather in this card. So there is pile 3. So guys, take a really deep breath, close your eyes. If you're having a hard time choosing, just tap into your intuition. Someone posted the other day, I think that they said that their intuition was dead. It's never dead. You just have to remember to quiet yourself. Your intuition is always an internal knowing. It's not up in your head. It's like in you. I don't know how to explain that, but it's just that calm knowing. Anyways, but yeah, so just kind of deep breath, get out of your head, relax a little bit, open your eyes and go wherever you're drawn to the most, even if it's a different pile than you normally pick, even if it's not the picture you originally thought you would. If you're being drawn somewhere, there's a reason. It's your higher self that already knows what's going to be in here, is trying to draw you into one of the piles. And then if for some reason it doesn't resonate, then maybe this wasn't your reading. Or maybe I'm not your reader. So that's totally fine as well. You have this whole beautiful YouTube land that has so many amazing readers out there. So always don't forget to love on them as well, even though I am very happy to have you here. So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below or the pinned comment if I remember to pin it. I always try to put it in there. Sometimes I forget. But again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, you just click right on your timestamp. If you're also having a hard time deciding between 2 piles, you can watch more than 1 pile. Sometimes you may have different messages in different piles. These are general readings. So just remember to take, again, remember it's a general reading. So not everything's going to resonate for everyone. Just look into your intuition, go, is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? And if something's not right about a certain pile, but the rest is, just let that part go. That's totally fine. I will start with energy check-in if that's your thing in each of the beginning of the piles. And I do extra fun confirmations at the end of each pile as well. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. As always, I'm available for personal readings if you want a more in-depth personal look into just your energy, and I'll just be reading just yours and your person. You can find the link to my booking stuff in the description box. Okay, so I will leave these up for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen, and then I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. We are going over how is your person feeling about you, how are they feeling about the connection, and anything else that wants to come up. You guys know that I'll share. So you were drawn to this card that says bees, and we have a coffee cup, and it has a cool little bee decal on there. It says just be coffee, and this is about community with the number 37, as well as this beautiful selenite palmstone. So I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. Again, there could be some sort of coffee or bee connection or something that you resonate with. But yeah, I'm going to start with energy check-in. If that's not your thing, you're in the right spot. You can scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But for the rest of you guys that do enjoy that, let's start with energy check-in. So the point of this just real quick, something, if not all of this, should ring true for you or your situation, or something about it should ring, be like, okay, yeah, I'm in the right spot. So let's see what we have for pile one's energy check-in. Pile one, energy check-in. Ooh, okay, you guys are getting 2 of those. Pile one, energy check-in. And pile one, energy check-in. All right, let's see what we have for you, pile one. So we have number 11, daydream. So there could be something dreamy, daydreamy. Anything dream or daydreams always gives me a little bit of Pisces vibes. So that may be resonant for some of you. We have boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. So there could have been a recent boundary put in place, or maybe someone knows they need to place boundaries somewhere within the connection, or maybe that's just an energy you've been working on recently, moving into being able to set boundaries for yourself and other people. Now we have cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. There's an axe in the background of that. That may be resonant for someone. But this could be about cutting out, again, stopping a pattern. So there could be a pattern of something in your life, and maybe you're putting a boundary around that as well. Now we have what's interesting, when I picked up and first went to shuffle, I saw this one and I was like, oh, I love the lightning bolt. And then there it came out again. So definitely there's a lightning, and this says sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. So we have the lightning bolt. And it's making me think of like the hockey team, the Tampa Bay Lightning, which, to be fair, that's where I live. But even though I'm a Penguins fan, but maybe also something with hockey. Maybe that's why they're having me bring that up, because I've never talked about that with that card. We also have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Uranus, change and liberation. This is associated with Aquarius. It says Uranus is known in astrology as the awakener. It represents your drive to be different and bring about radical change. So we had this fast change, rapid change, radical change. So there could be some sort of change. There's something shifting in the connection or just within you, because this is just an energy check-in. So it really could be you or the connection. Then we also have unsatisfied, bare minimum, reciprocation, and losing interest. So if any of this rings true for you, and again, we also had the B Community Coffee card. We'll put that right over here. Then let's jump into the tarot. We're using the Santa Muerte Tarot, one of my favorites. I know I have a lot of favorites, but this is definitely in the top 5 favorite decks. Even though no matter how many times I've used this, it's still so stiff. But all right, pile one's person. Maybe someone's being really rigid. I mean, this deck is always stiff, but I don't know. Hearing rigidity or stiffness, or also stiff neck. Take it if it fits. Not sure where this stuff comes from sometimes. All right, how is pile one's person feeling about them? How is pile one's person feeling about them, please? So we have the 7 of Cups. So this is that daydreaming, wishful thinking energy. It can be about options, thinking a lot about different things. So I have a feeling you're heavily on their mind with this. They're kind of like thinking through options, maybe again, daydreaming, wishful thinking. The song, who originally sang it? The King of Wishful Thinking just popped up in my head. That is not in our song cards, but King of Wishful Thinking. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you because I'm the king of wishful thinking. So not sure if those lines resonate for somebody as well. We have the 2 of Pentacles, very beautiful. These images are amazing, but I also have an obsession with Mexican art. So, all right, it's long rooted in me. All right. We have a 5 of Pentacles. So this is about someone feeling abandoned or left out. It's funny, we have someone kind of stomping through these skulls here, and we have 5 skulls that are green, which is the color of the heart chakra. I don't know if I've ever, as many times I've used it, I don't think I've ever seen this card. It's really interesting. Not that I can remember. I don't remember this card looking like this. This is cool. So there's a vibe of like someone stepping on your heart or trying not to step on your heart. They're like trying to miss the green skulls here. Interesting. All right. All right, we have the Devil. So Capricorn energy, some obsessive thoughts, some toxicity kind of popping up. It's giving, like the way this is very stuck, it's giving like obsessive vibes. So this person could be a bit obsessed with you, obsessively thinking about you, trying to find balance in their life, trying to figure out which way to go. Again, the Five of Pentacles is an energy of lack. It's energy of missing. So that's a very specific message I just got. I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to clarify these for a second. If it pops back up, I'll say it. Believe me, my guides won't let it go if I'm supposed to say a certain thing. All right, we have the Judgment card. Someone's had an epiphany. Someone's waking up to some truths. We have an Eight of Cups. So this card is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, to go after your heart's desire. I have a feeling that some of you guys like walked away from this person. We have the Sun. There is definitely a separation vibe. That's not everybody's case. Sorry, we have the Page of Wands and then we have the Nine of Cups. So the overall energy is the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. This is getting everything that you want. It's a wish granted. So ultimately, this person feels like you check off all the boxes. We have all these cups in this treasure box, and the lock is no longer on it. And it's on this ship, and where's it going? Sorry, there's some mountains in the distance. I'm just looking at these cards. So I'm a reader that reads classically and intuitively. So, and within the images, there's always messages in here. So let me sit with this for a moment, guys. How is the person feeling? There is a feeling of regret. There's a feeling of sadness. There's a feeling of mixed emotions. Some of you guys may be dealing with like someone that you can't quite put your finger on, like what's going on here. Do they really like me? This person may be a bit hot or cold at times, like gives a little, pulls back. With that toxicity clarified by their Page of Wands, they could have a bit of a, I don't want to say wandering eye, but leaning towards trying to keep things physical and keep their emotions out of it. But this person definitely, I mean, we have the Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. This is the 9, right? Okay, yeah. So one thing I want to talk about that, we have 7, 8, 9, which is the progression. So this is someone considering their options. This is someone leaving everything that doesn't serve them. This is someone getting their wish fulfilled. And then we have the 10 of Cups. It didn't come up, but you know, that's here. So there does have this feeling of this person wanting to progress forward through their own addictions, their own obsessions, their own a little bit of ego. So we have these, are they called marionette puppets when they're on strings? This person also feels like you have a bit of this like control over them. Like they might have felt like you were stringing them along as a puppet. Hopefully it's not the reverse where, you know, they feel like they have you on a string. But some of them, again, it could be a defense mechanism. Like they keep you a little bit of a distance, but they don't want to let you go. I still got a line on you, you know. I'm still keeping an eye on this. But it's interesting. We have these like, yeah, marionette puppets here. And then this person, yeah, this little one on a swing. What's on his foot? I don't know. I guess fire. I need to give a nod to Leo and Scorpio here too. So I think this person's been thinking a lot about you. There's been some sort of recent epiphany around this, an aha moment. I know we're looking into their feelings, but it's a feeling of their feelings sneaking up on them. And if you guys aren't together, there is a sadness. I mean, you know, again, the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. So I feel like a lot of you guys may have walked away from this person. If they walked away from this, again, it's like they did it gingerly. They didn't want to hurt you. They think very highly of you, but it does feel like there's, unfortunately, some toxic behaviors that have gotten in the way with this person. Maybe it's a little bit on both sides. I do hear that there is some mirroring going on. Maybe your trauma and their trauma have kind of butted heads and triggered each other, so to speak. Again, not everybody's case, but it's definitely here. But at the core of this, you do make this person really happy. You do make their hearts sing. You make them feel young and playful. And again, like the overall energy is a 9 of Cups. So this is that's that wish fulfilled. That's that you check off all my boxes. But I do feel like there's an emotional immaturity that's kind of clouding this. And this person doesn't have to be young for that to be the case. But you've definitely sparked some stuff in them, possibly some inner childhood stuff. We do have this like baby skeleton here, kind of coming back to life, right? So I do think that this person has been triggered in good ways and ways that kind of highlight some stuff they need to work on. And we do, again, I'm being brought back to the ship here. And so ships are usually about some sort of transformation, transitional energy. Like, you know, the boat going through the water, transitioning through emotions. So I do feel like this connection is forcing this person to go through things that maybe they've been avoiding for quite some time. All right, I'm going to pull some more cards to get more insight to their feelings towards you. So pile one, how are they feeling towards pile one? It feels like at times you guys try to keep this kind of surface level, or there's been like a surface level, but there's so much more beneath the surface. And I think that you've gotten like a glimpse of that here and there. And so this person may have a problem with a vulnerability, but I do think so if they've been vulnerable and then pulled back, it's because it's highlighted that vulnerability is unsafe. And that's where this ego kind of vibe is coming up. Dropped a card, one card, and it flipped over, so we're going to take it. We have Secret Admirer, suppression, resistance, and shyness. So this person is keeping things secret or keeping things under wrap, trying to resist and suppress some feelings here. We have boundaries, no drawing the line. We already had boundaries here. And I normally see boundaries as a really healthy thing. Again, some of you guys have walked away and put a boundary up against this person. That's weighing heavily on them. This person also may have boundaries, but the way it feels, because there's healthy boundaries, but then there's people that use a quote unquote boundary as like a brick wall and they don't let anyone over it. And that's a trauma response. That's not actually like a healthy boundary. So that might be resonant for some of you. But unconditional, innocent, support, whole heart. And we had unconditional love here too. So there's secret, admire, secret feelings. They have boundaries or trying to keep walls around things. But there is this unconditional vibe. Again, there's this, you're my wish fulfilled. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and clutter. Yeah, that's coming up over our death and our Page of Wands. Not surprising. This push-pull energy that this person's kind of stuck in. We do have longing on the bottom of the deck here. So they have this longing towards you. There's this longing to be different. There's a longing to move past the things that keep them stuck. But it still feels like they haven't quite figured out how to master that just yet. Okay, I want to see what are some hidden truths. I forgot to pull this deck for this. All right, so what are some hidden truths that the viewer may not know? What are some hidden truths in this connection? Setting clear boundaries. Okay. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. so interesting. Because there's boundaries you know about, and I guess there's some unknown boundaries. Fighting to emotionally detach, but not winning. Yeah, this person is definitely, if there's been a distance here, they're fighting this, but they are not winning it. A change is going to change, or a change is going to come. Something you don't realize that there are changes coming. This Judgment card again is a reawakening. It's resurrection energy. It's coming back around, coming back to life. So a change is coming. That's something that you might not see. So if this person has set some kind of boundary or whatever and pretend like they don't have feelings, I don't think that's the case at all. We do have deliver me from temptation. Again, this person is dealing, or a significant amount of the people here is dealing with some sort of toxicity. It could be some of them, it actually could be toxic habits here as well. I'm hearing someone has like a corn addiction as well, or possibly just, you know, substance stuff, but that's not, again, not everybody's case. And they get caught up in it quickly. We do have a Ferrari here on this picture. I believe that's the Ferrari. My boyfriend would yell at me if I didn't. I don't know what that is, but I think that's Ferrari. 98% sure. Okay, let's look into this person's intentions. I need a little tiny tarot deck for this. So can we get insight to this person's current intentions / actions? What do they intend to do towards this connection? What do they intend to do at this time? In my head, I just saw the Four of Swords, which I don't love seeing because that's like a card of inaction, but let's see what comes out. All right. What does this person intend to do at this time? We have the Five of Wands. All right. That's competition. That's fighting. It could be fighting for something, which would be nice, but let's keep pulling. We have the High Priestess. Sometimes she's here when we're not supposed to know things, but this is also about someone intending to follow their intuition. We have the Fool. Okay, so they do intend to have some sort of new beginning. And then we have the Ace of Wands right on the bottom. All right, I love that the Four of Swords did not pop up. That makes me happy. It's funny, I'll see certain cards in my head and then I don't say it, and then they pop up, and I'm like, darn it, I should have said it. But then when I do say it, it's like, neener. Anyways, so looking at this, we have this energy of fighting for something. You know, it could be some of them, if there's some sort of something they need to fight against, either could be their own addictions, it could be other people, maybe fighting for your affection, your attraction. This is this intention of following what they intuitively feel is right for them. This is some sort of new beginning, leap of faith, and then we have a new passionate beginning popping up here. So it does look like their intentions are to actually do something. This is action. This is trusting intuition, action. So definitely feels like they plan to take action towards this connection. All right, let's look into our song cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If you don't, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics if you want to look it up. So when I'm done pulling them, you can screenshot it and pick a song and see what your person wants to say after the reading. Or you can listen to the song, whatever you want to do, but there will be a message in the lyrics. All right, we have Coming Home, Sons of Apollo. We have Let Go by Frau Frau. We have Best Part by Daniel Caesar with Her. We have Love Me Like You Do, Ellie Goulding. My Silver Lining, First Aid Kit. And Baby Baby by Amy Grant. We also have Past Lives by Borns. I do love the song a lot, so I'm going to give a nod to that. So if you guys want to screenshot that and then pick one, look up your lyrics. And then let's also get some message cards. All right, let's see. Pile one's person, what do they want to say? What do they want them to know? You broke my heart. Wow, okay. I remember every detail of that day. I know I crossed the line with you. One that flew. I wish I could go back. So many things remind me of you. I don't know how to feel. hid who I really am from you. I trusted you. I admire you. I need security. Do I still have a chance? And I regret lying to you. Let's pull a couple more. Pile one's person, what do they want to say? What do they want them to know? We have, I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted. You're an angel in my life. No one loves me like you do. And I still love you. I still want to be with you. So pile one, those are your messages from your person. That's pretty much the bulk of this reading. I'm going to move into some extra confirmations for those that like a little, or you're very unsure if this is really your person, you need the extra confirmation, or if you just want to see if some fun stuff pops up, we can do that too. If you already know this is your reading, please trust that. Again, these are just extra confirmations if you really need it or just for fun. So let's see what we get, guys. So if you're new here, I'm going to do, we'll talk about some zodiac signs, some attributes, as well as pull letters and possibly channel some names. But let's see what we got. So pile one's confirmations. My nose is itching so bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have Pisces energy. We have 7th house, which is Libra. And we have Saturn. So that's associated with Capricorn. It's already been up. And Aquarius, which has come up over here too. Pisces has come up, so Libra, that's the first time it's showing up. All right, let's see. Let's get some more zodiacs. Also, someone could have Saturn in the 7th house. 7th house could be ruled by Pisces. Someone could have Saturn in Pisces if you know your birth chart or their birth chart. Okay, let's see. We have Taurus, Virgo, and another Taurus showing up. Goodness, we have foreign, so you guys could be from 2 different places. We do have third party, so third party could be physically somebody else or a situation. Third party interaction making this difficult. We have player, so someone could be an actual player, someone could be like a sports player, something like that, a gamer. We have dark eyes. All right, let's get some of these confirmations. We have dark eyes, light hair. Athletic or fit, and hard life. And let's get you some letters. So let's see. Confirmations. So this could be someone's initials. It may spell some names. Sometimes they channel names. I just go with whatever pops up. And let's see what we have for pile one. All right, we have A, N, Ann, Anna, and we have G, Angie, Angela, Agnes, V, S, C, and H. We almost have change here. Chan, Channing. I'm hearing Sandoval, Candy, van, maybe someone drives a van. Vance. Hans. And I'm always sure that there's stuff that you guys see that I'm not seeing. If you see something and I don't say it, just take it, please. Nancy. Shauna, Shane, Shayna, Shannon, hearing Nina. All right, well, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to leave those right there. So if you see something that confirms for you that I didn't say, again, just please take it. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. We are going over how are they currently feeling about you, feeling about the connection, or anything else that wants to come up. You guys know that I'll share. So you were drawn to the Sunflower card, number 34, and also says action, as well as this Tiger's Eye Worry Stone. So we're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through to see me start pulling from the tarot. But for those that do enjoy the energy check-ins, let's start there. So the point of the energy check-in is to let you know if you're in the right spot. So something, if not all of this, should ring true for you and your situation, or just the energy you're currently in. So energy check-in pile 2. Energy check-in pile 2, one more, okay. Alright. Energy check-in pile 2. And should we pull these yet? I don't think so. Energy check-in pile 2. Alright, let's see what we have. We have confusion. So you could be in a state of confusion, maybe not quite sure where things stand. Maybe something has been confusing recently about this person or this connection. We have intuition. You already know the answer you seek. So maybe you're trying to, your intuition is letting you already know this, but maybe you're feeling confused. We have talking, interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails, and talking more. We have Neptune, which is associated with Pisces. It says imagination and transcendence. It says Neptune relates to the parts of our lives where we refuse to be limited by beliefs or bound by tradition. We also have the 6th house, which is associated with Virgo. It says health and well-being. The 6th house focuses on your physical and mental health as well as personal growth. It also encourages you to reflect on your routine and prepare for the unexpected. So number 33. So there could be highlight around health and wellness, something along those lines. Virgo, again, Pisces. Ooh, we have ghost, disappearing, cold and distant, no contact, leaving behind. All right, and then we also have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So we have something about the unexpected. We have a surprise invitation. So there could be something unexpected about this connection. I don't love that the ghost is here, but maybe that's someone's situation at this time. Maybe you're confused because things were starting off good. You felt like you got struck by Cupid's arrow, and now they've kind of gone silent. So if any of that rings true for you, let's jump into the tarot. Okay, pile 2. How is their person feeling about them currently? We're using the Santa Muerte Tarot, one of my top five favorite decks. I feel like I have a lot of favorites. This is definitely up there. Probably top 3, if not the very top. But I also just have an obsession with anything Mexican folk art related to the Day of the Dead. So, all right. First card out, we have a Page of Wands. This is kind of young, free-spirited energy. Can be, very active, creative ideas, those kinds of things. Could be the beginnings of relationships, but if we're looking at how they're feeling about you, they're feeling a little sparked. To feel like I always get this curious vibe, like I'm very curious about you. Definitely noticing like there's a spark in them about you for sure. All right, we have the Page of Cups. So not only do we have the Page of Wands, so here's attraction, physical attraction, and then we have also like a heart attraction coming in. Again, both of them are pages, so this could be a newer connection for some of you, or someone maybe a little bit on the mature side. There also could be an age difference within the connection. We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is the end of a difficult situation. We'll see how that gets clarified. But it's definitely usually an ending of some sort to start anew. So something may be ending or has ended. We'll look at that. That could be where that ghost came from. We'll look at that when we clarify. All right, we have the Strength card, so nod to Leo there. We had a flipper. I'm not sure when that flipped or how that flipped, but I'm just going to put this over to the side. It is a 3 of Wands. I'm just not sure where it was meant to go. 3 of Wands is, you know, your ship coming in. You've been trying to manifest something and it's off in the distance and you can kind of see it. It's that waiting energy, but waiting for something to come in. What is this little guy holding? Something of virtue. Projects of virtue? Not sure. All right, let's see. Let's clarify these. Get a better picture of how your person's currently feeling about you. We have the King of Wands. Okay, so not only do we have the Page of Wands, we also have the King of Wands. This is confident. This is passion. This person definitely feels extremely attracted to you, very drawn to you, almost captivated. Like it goes from curiosity to captivation. We have the Emperor, which is the Aries card. We have a lot of fire energy showing up in this. And then we have a 10 of Pentacles. So this is long-term energy. This is a lot of worth, a lot of value. And then we have the Emperor. Okay. What's this 10 of Swords? And then we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is clarity. So we have the end of clarity. So maybe your person's feeling confused by you too. Because again, this is some sort of ending. And we have a card of clarity that popped up. Interesting. Pile 2. We have the 8 of Pentacles, which is someone putting in the work. So I feel like this person, they want to see where this could go. Again, I know this isn't everyone's case. This isn't like a new connection, but maybe it's a newer level of a connection, but there does have this newness vibe to it. And it's like, okay, I need to put in the effort here. We have 8 here as well. What's our bottom of the deck? Is the World. So the World is about completion. It can be about an ending. If I'm looking at feelings, it always reminds me of like the you complete me kind of vibe. But I'm getting a different vibe this time. So how's your person feeling? There's this feeling of like very drawn to this person. I'm starting with feelings. I do think very highly of this person. I think they're a good match for me. But there does seem to be some sort of ending at play here. We have the Page of Pentacles, which for me in my readings is someone owing someone an apology. So if this person did abruptly kind of end communication, because our swords also are communication, it does feel like they were finishing something up. They needed to complete something out. Maybe some of them met you when they were actually in another relationship and they kind of needed to like tie up some loose ends is kind of how this is feeling. I don't think that they stopped liking you. For those in like a situation where it's like in limbo, I think it's like there's something that they have to kind of button up, so to speak. They have to end or something. We have the Grim Reaper on this card. So again, the World is a completing of a cycle, and then we restart it anew. This is the last card in the Major Arcana, and then we start with a Fool again. But it does feel like this person recognizes that, you know, they need to put an effort into this. It's not something they can just like come in and strong arm. So, you know, it's giving vibes of, you know, they see your value, they see those kinds of things. But this person, I keep going back to this Emperor card, and I don't want to talk negatively about this person, but they do feel, I almost want to say I have a chip on their shoulder. They think really highly of themselves, but they also think highly of you. But the Emperor is also about building an empire, and we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term. It can signify a long-term relationship. There's just this uncomfortable truth that just keeps coming up for me when I'm reading this energy, that It's like, I think this person likes you, but there is this vibe of, I don't even know how to say it. I'm trying to say it in a nice way. I'm a Libra. Okay, I can't help it. I'm very diplomatic in how I say things. This is more towards, I mean, I guess this could be for any situation, but this feels like a little more, I want to say this person is a little more, again, ego driven. And I don't think there's anything lacking in you, but it's like this vibe of, I think very highly of myself. You know, I want someone else to put in the effort, even though I don't think that they don't think that you're worth the effort, but I don't know if this person's like, just had like people like throw themselves at this person. Like they keep showing me a guy I dated a long time ago that was really full of himself. And, I mean, borderline probably narcissistic. I don't know. I didn't stay in the connection that long. It ended. It was a good thing that it did. But I got an interesting taste of someone who wasn't a bad person. He was an interesting person, but he was just like his own personal fan club. I don't know how else to say that. So it's like I was just kind of there, but he was more interested in how he appeared to be interesting. And that's what they keep showing me. I was just trying to figure out how to relate that. I haven't even thought about that person in so long, and I just literally can see his face. So again, he wasn't a bad person. He was just so stuck up his own ass. I don't know how to say that. But not mean or anything. He just, like, he was like trying to cultivate a fan club or something. I don't know. So again, like the classic the story of what's his name? Narcissus? He was just like enamored with his own reflection that he drowned, right? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I don't know if that's everyone's case. Maybe they brought that up for me to like discuss. That's why I was like halting. I was like, it was jarring to see that person's face pop up in my head, in my vision. I was like, okay. Like, why are we talking about that person? So maybe that's someone's case. So if you're in confusion, you're like, okay, I thought things were good. Does this person really like me? I don't think it's not that they don't like you. I just think they like themselves a little more. Again, I don't know if that's everybody's case. If you don't resonate with that storyline, this might not be your pile. I feel like someone may have been drawn to the sunflower because that's your thing, but this might not have been your pile. This is very much giving like someone who's dealing with someone who, you might not be like clinically narcissistic, but has those tendencies, very self-focused energy. So depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking just kind of have a fun time, nothing super serious, this could be that. You can enjoy some finer things in life. If you're looking for a deep connection where someone is like rooted and wanting to get to know your soul, I don't know if this is your pile or this is your person. That's all I really want to say about that. I'm trying to clear that. I don't want that. I don't want to project on your guys' reading, but my guides show me people that I know, for them to be like, it's like this, and I'm like, oh, okay. But it's usually like someone I know or another client or someone else, not something directly related to me. So that was very jarring. So if you're not that invested in this, I think you're better off elsewhere. But again, depending on what you want, only you know that. But if you're just dealing with someone that you really love, you care about, and maybe they have some of those tendencies and you feel like I'm describing them, then let's just keep going with this reading. We're going to pull some oracle cards because it's like when I'm doing a reading, I am trying to dig below the surface of what's going on. And I am like, it's like the way I can picture it, guys, is like I have a shovel. I'm trying to dig into the ground to get deep into this connection, and I'm hitting like concrete just below the surface. So anywho, we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep digging, guys. All right, let's see. Pile 2, how is this person feeling towards the viewer? How is this person feeling towards the viewer, please? Clinging, holding on, obsessing, watching. Okay, this person is a bit obsessed with you too. Hopefully they don't see you that way as I was describing this person, but take it for how it fits. But they are watching and they are keeping an eye on you. If they've been up in your stories, they're watching you. It's like this vibe of you look good on my arm. Now there is a lot of chemistry in this connection. There's a lot of spark, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. I mean, we started off with the King of Wands is here. So there is passion, passion, passion. No shortage of chemistry this person feels towards you. Again, it depends on what you want. Exhaustion, long journey, depletion, fatigue. So this person is feeling a bit exhausted at times. So something about this connection could like be so energizing but draining at the same time. And then we have trapped, stuck, trapped, tied down, captive. Interesting. So again, I'm not getting the ooey gooey Ace of Cups vibes here from this person, but you know, I'm going to pull their intentions in a minute. Actually, we're going to do that. Nope, we're going to do hidden truths real quick. So what are some hidden truths? Observing every action. This person is keeping an eye on you. They're watching you. They're creeping on your stuff. I would be surprised if this person like reminds you of someone who would have like several like fake accounts. They're definitely watching you. They got their eye on you for sure. Rest, recovery before a restart. So that could be this exhaustion. So your person could be dealing with some stuff. Maybe the passion here. Maybe if they did pull away, they need to kind of restart, refocus. Reminiscing on past precious moments. So they do, you know, kind of replay some events of your guys' through their head. But we have living in fear, which is this trapped, tied down, captive. So there's something about in this person's energy that maybe they feel trapped in connections at times and tied down because they live in fear about being trapped and stuck in relationships. So take that for how that fits. But let's look at their intentions. What is this person's intentions towards our viewer, please? What is their intentions towards the viewer and the relationship? What is their intention? As I drop the card on the floor, what did we have? We have the Hermit. That's isolation. That's going within, being self-reflective. That's Virgo energy. Three of Cups. Now that's reunion energy. So at this time, again, they may be focused on themselves, rehealing themselves, tending to themselves. But then the Three of Cups, that can be, you know, reunion energy. That's friendship energy. They may call you up and say, hey, sorry, I've been MIA for a little bit. Do you want to meet up for a drink or a coffee or with some friends or something? Like, you know, rekindling something. Or some of them may just want to stay friends. We have the Four of Pentacles. You know, this person just feels like, now this is energy of not wanting to let go, but I don't like talking bad about anybody, but I feel like this person's just like very me. So I think they want to have a good time. And again, if that's what you're looking for, then this is your person. Again, you guys don't lack chemistry. Like the fire is firing. So, and then the overall energy is the Ten of Wands. So that's energy of burden, carrying a lot, responsibilities, those things. So they could be tending to their responsibilities. I do think they want to keep this fun and light, but ultimately they're focused on other things right now. So let's do some song cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If you don't and you feel compelled, you can look at the lyrics or listen to the song. There'll be a message for you there. We have Disarm by Smashing Pumpkins. Maybe you disarm them with your smile. We have Weightless by Arlo Parks. We have Life After You, Daughtry. We have Possession by Sarah McLachlan and Stitches by Shawn Mendes. All right, let's get some message cards. Let's Let's see. I'm seeing two different decks in my head. All right, let's see what we have. What does this person want to say? What do they want them to know? Friends or family disapprove of this connection. Okay. Finances are a problem. That could be where this Four of Pentacles, they're just focused on, maybe they can't take you out on dates right now. Maybe they, you know, if they like to be a provider, maybe they can't do that. Maybe that you're not worried about that, but they could be worried about that. Their financial appearances, they may be like keeping up with the Joneses, but really things are an issue. We do have I love you. Well, that's nice to kind of see, because I haven't gotten a lot of mushy gushy in this reading from this person. But destiny is taking us down different paths. I feel you. So this person does feel connected to you though. And for some of them, they love you. There is so much I want to tell you, and then I will find my way back to you one day. So if you really feel like this is your person, that you guys are connected, maybe it's just a matter of, you know, right person, wrong time, or it's just not the right time. They're focused on other things, and that's why I can't get deep into their feelings. All right. And for anyone who says that, like, it's I don't know why I'm telling you guys so much stuff today. Whenever I have like a reading that's so good, I get yelled at for like, you know, you're just sugarcoating everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, obviously you don't watch all my readings, because they're not all easy and simple, and they're just not, there's a healthy mixture of all of them in all my readings. So this one just happens to be this. I just read what I read in the energy. So this is just it was a small bump of the road. So yeah, again, for you guys, you know, because they showed me that person, maybe I'm being a little harsh on your person. They could just be, this is the energy and they're in right now. Again, trusting your intuition. You're from the get-go, your guides told you, your intuition already knows. So this person, it just may be the mode they're in, because I'm looking at their current feelings. So currently they just seem more self-focused at this time. I pretend I don't care about you. So it is a facade. If they are acting like they don't care, it is a pretend, you know, it's fake. But you're much more than a friend. And I miss the good old days. Pull one more from this deck, and then we'll do extra confirmations. No. Okay, no more from this deck. There's no more messages. I was going to end it, but there we go. All right, I'm going to move on to the extra confirmations. This is kind of just fun. If you need extra confirmation, this is your person. We'll pull zodiacs, and we'll channel some names, pull some letters and attributes. So let's see, pile 2. We have Saturn, so there's definitely some karma or lessons tied up around this. We have Sagittarius, and we have first house, which is Aries. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Goodness. All right, we have the medical staff, so someone could be in the medical field. We have a fish, so give another nod to Pisces, or someone maybe an avid fisherman. We have infinity, so something is circling back around this connection. We have Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, and then we have watches social media. This person watches. Hopefully the person I talked about isn't watching mine. I seriously doubt they remember I exist. So I forgot they existed too, so it's all fair. We have the unicorn, which gives me Aquarius vibes always. And then we have this gear, so someone could work with the mechanics of something, the inner workings, even like inner workings of data information, like technology, stuff like that. Let's see what else we have. We have the number 6, which is Virgo, and we have money. Maybe someone works with money too. All right, let's get you guys some letters and some names. All right, we have S-O-T-A-C. V, we have Scott here. Okay, V-E. Here in Tova, we have Y-Z-N. Stephen, Sven, Alan, Evan. At least the person I'm thinking of, initials and name is not here. That makes me happy. Actually, part of their name is here. But now I don't want to say it. We'll give a nod to my cousin, or my nephew is Kason. I guess we could say Mason, Tay, Tan, Tanner, son. Maybe someone has a son. I'm hearing Cicely, Tess, Tessa, Nelson. Someone's allergic to soy. Tova, Tavia. And I'm sure there's names that I'm missing. So if you see your person's name, initials, anything, location, something, whatever fits for you, that's a confirmation for you. Just please take that. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in my description box below. As always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and have a good one. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely pile threes. We are going over how are they currently feeling about you, the connection, and anything else that comes up. You guys know that I'll share. So you were attracted to the feather, and it says messages, and we also have the number 7, as well as the labradorite crystal here. It has a similar color set. That's kind of why I picked these. Really pretty. So we're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that, you know, there could be something related to the number 7, July, or 7th house, which would be Libra, as well as this feather, or something about feather messages, divine messages for you. But if you know you're in the right spot and you don't like the energy check-ins, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But for the rest of you guys, let's start here, because I know a lot of you guys do love this. So energy check-in, pile 3. So with energy check-in, the whole point is for something, if not all of this, to ring true for you and your situation. So you can also ask for signs and synchronicities within the reading. And I am open to whatever crazy messages come through my head, and I share them regardless if they make sense or not, because they're always for somebody. So, all right, let's see. Energy check-in. One more. Energy check-in, pile 3. Okay, so we have strings, number 19. So there could be a feeling of like an invisible string. I always think of the red string theory when I get this card, or feeling connected to someone by a string. There's just something connecting, like an invisible force or physical force. We do have obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So that could be on your side, their side, or both. All right, ooh, we have heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair and breakup. I'm sorry if that's the energy you're in. Okay. We have 9th house, which is associated with Sagittarius. It says quest and adventure. We do have this plane, so travel or being at a distance, or even foreign, coming from foreign places from each other. It says the 9th house represents your sense of what lies beyond the horizon. It invites us to travel physically and mentally through higher education, philosophy, and religion. They have the number 36 may be important as well. So yeah, the 9th house is travel, it's higher learning, it's expansion. All right, we have call, expressing, conversation, unblocking, and hearing your voice. One could be a singer in this pile as well. Something about the voice is important here. All right, we have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, jealousy. This kind of goes with this obstacles. Could be dealing with you feeling this way, or your person maybe is self-sabotaging, something like that. We also have key with a heart. It says welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. Very interesting. Hopefully that's the shift, or maybe it started that way. I don't know. Very interesting energy through here. So if any of this rings true for you, let's jump in. Pile 3. How's the person currently feeling about them? We are using the Santa Muerte Tarot. It's one of my top 5. It's in my top 5 favorite decks. I have a lot of favorite decks, but I have probably between Oracle and Tarot decks, I probably have like 200 to 300. So I have a lot of them. But I haven't used this one in a while. So the only thing I don't love is it's still years and years of using this. It's a very stiff deck, but imagery is stunning. All right, let's see. All right. So we have the Hermit popping out. This is Virgo energy. Someone kind of feeling concealed. So your person could be hiding away, concealing. This kind of person. So the Hermit, I know I'll look at this one in a second, but the Hermit energy is going within to self-reflect, shining a light on your own, like being aware about your own tendencies, things like that. We also have the Lovers. Interesting. Again, it's like this like contradicting energy. So Gemini energy showing up. Both Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, so communication. All right. I think I'm just going to keep that next to it. So there's a lot of self-reflection. Well, these came out together. So there's a lot of self-reflection going on with this person about partnership, about connection, about communication. It's interesting. Like we have one of our characters here is looking up at this key kind of flying away, and the other one's looking at the heart where the key goes into. So I feel like that's resonant for someone for some reason. But the Lovers is also about choices, like making a choice. All right, we have a Seven of Swords, which is a sneaky energy. It can be strategic energy. It's someone concealing something, hiding feelings. So this coming up, we'll clarify that in a second. We'll see what this person is concealing. It's also can be about denial. All right, we have an Eight of Pentacles, which can be work related. So some of you may have a work relation or met this person while you were working, they were working, something along those lines. But let's clarify these all and get a better story for you. What's pile three's person feeling? All right, we have a Three of Swords. So this person is definitely going within nursing a heartbreak. So they could be feeling very heartbroken. Maybe you guys are both feeling very heartbroken because we're looking at their feelings. So if you're like, well, that's how I feel, but I don't know how that, if it's how they feel, then you guys are mirroring each other, okay? Gosh, what an image. So this one is, you know, we have these two skeletons and there's knives in the back. And so that might be feeling stabbed in the back for some reason, may feel resonant for some of you. I got a very specific storyline that popped in that if like someone that this person knows may have told you something and they're feeling stabbed in the back, but also it's their own actions that cause something wrong to happen. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. But there's a feeling of like sadness, but recognizing that it might have been of their own doing. Again, that self-sabotaging energy kind of coming in. So we have the Nine of Swords. So this person is feeling very anxious, overthinking this connection, overthinking what has happened. Overthinking is this key to their heart flying away. All right, let's see. What is this concealing of information with this Seven of Swords? What's the sneaky energy about? This one. Okay. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she's a little cutthroat. She's associated with air signs. She's clarity, though. So this person is definitely concealing some sort of information that could bring clarity to this connection. I want to do one more. Let me clarify this a little bit more. So right now it's clear as mud. I don't love that. And we have the two. This is one of my favorite, all-time favorite Two of Cups in all of any of my tarot decks. Clarity around this partnership, clarity around what's holding their heart. So this one skeleton is reaching into the chest of this other one. It's like holding this heart. So I think that this person is concealing the information around what's really in their heart, how they really feel. So if you think that they don't care, it's on purpose. All right, let's clarify this. Eight of Pentacles, please. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration. It's working together. We do have this guy planting or watering some plants, and they're kind of slowly growing from the ground. And then the overall energy is the Magician. So the Magician is an energy of manifestation. It's the energy of making things happen, empowering oneself to do things. So I feel like your person's kind of this in-between kind of vibe of self-reflection. What did I do? Did I cause my own pain? You know, did someone kind of stab me in the back? But then we also have this, you know, I feel this connection, but now I'm in my head, and what have I done? Very drawn into the book that's here. I'm not fully feel like pointing that out to someone. A book with a red little sash might be important for somebody. And then, yeah, this person concealing how they really feel. Like really trying, and also they could be trying to cut off how they really feel. This is, again, I told you this could be about denial. So this could be this person trying to cut, you know, again, that Queen of Swords slices through things. She cuts off things. She's a little abrupt sometimes. Cutting off how they feel. Like, okay, I'm not dealing with it. This person could be focusing on work right now as well. Trying to focus on anything else than dealing with these feelings. Again, a little bit in denial about how possibly sad they are. But yet we have the Magician here. And the Magician is looking a bit like a fortune teller here in this one. It's all this light. And we have a crystal ball. And we have this palm and the all-seeing eye in it. Okay. And we have 5 of Pentacles right underneath that. So overall, your person is being self-reflective, possibly realizing their own mistakes, being very much in their head, either about a choice or about this connection. Also, but trying to either cut off their feelings or being in denial about them. But same way, like the same thing, either side, but they're concealing that. They're concealing how they feel. They're concealing how upset they are. They also could be trying to come across like, oh, I don't care. I've let this go. It doesn't matter. But below the surface, you know, we have a 3 of Swords here. This person's very, very heartbroken. Again, the 8 of Pentacles, and trying to figure out how this will work. They could be trying to like put in work to see how this could grow back. Can this grow back? Can we work together? Can we collaborate? Can we come back? And can I empower myself to do that? What else is under here? 7 of Wands. Yeah, challenges here. Okay. Let's get some more oracle cards on how they're feeling. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. Consequences, karma, destiny, cause and effect. So yeah, this person probably self-sabotage. They're realizing the consequences of their own actions. Some of them may have then, you know, if this relationship was a while ago, they may have been through some stuff where they got a taste of their own medicine and they're recognizing consequences, or just the consequences of their own actions. Concealing, secrets, mysteries, hiding. Yeah, this person is trying to conceal how they really feel. That 2 of Cups, I mean, 2 of Cups is very similar to the Lover's energy. Letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. So they might be in a little bit of denial for themselves. Like, if I push this down real far, I won't notice it, you know? But also trying to walk away, trying to move on from this in time. But they have to wait in the cycles, you know? And we do have infinity. But this 3 of Pentacles, because he's waiting to see if this one grows from the ground. It's kind of like a wait and see kind of energy. But I'm going to pretend like I don't care, and I'm letting go, and I'm walking away, and I'm fine. But really, I'm concealing a lot of this stuff. All right, let's look at some hidden truths about this connection, or hidden truths about what's going on with this person. Sorry. Don't judge my shuffling. It's hard to shuffle this little deck. Powerless. The power struggle is real. So that's something hidden from you. This person feels powerless against this, and they're having a big power struggle here about their emotions. Karma is at work. So karma has popped up twice. Karma's doing its thing. But the passion and desire is still alive. So that's something you might not realize. It might be hidden from you, as the fact that this person has a lot of passion and desire still towards this connection. And then, but they're stuck at a crossroads, a major intersection. You know, we did have that 9 of Swords around a choice. So they feel kind of stuck. Then we have believing in divine timing. So again, this person could feel like, well, maybe I just need to wait it out, see where this goes, see what happens. All right, let's look into this person's current intentions towards you and the viewer. It does feel like they're kind of wait and see energy, but let's pull some extra cards. So what is this person's intentions? All right. This kind of goes with this call. So we have the High Priestess, which sometimes she pops out when we're not supposed to know things, but this is also trusting your intuition and connecting within. It came out with a card of rapid change and communication. So, you know, this person could be following their intuition, following their gut feeling and communicating. So there could be a shift in communication if you haven't heard from this person because they are unblocking. They want to hear your voice. We have the Tower. So the Tower being an intention, I hope they don't intend to shatter your world, right? But the Tower is about letting all the things that no longer serve you fall away. Most of the time it's forced. Let's be honest, the Tower is like being forced to break away things, you know? And towers are not easy energy. Three of Swords. I really hope they don't intend to shatter things and cause more heartache. If you're in a good relationship with this person, but it's feeling a little iffy and you're not sure, be mindful of this because that's some heavy freaking energy popping up here. Just want to let you guys know. I don't think it's everybody's case is that. This person could be confronting, you know, letting, you know, things are crumbling around them, letting it crumble and confronting their heartache. But if you are like, is this person going to hurt me? That just, I'm not trying to be a bearer of bad news, but just keep that in mind and trust your intuition there. If you feel like that's a possibility, then proceed with caution, please. Okay. We also have a Knight of Swords. So I do feel like communication is coming in, maybe communicating actually how they feel, how things have fallen apart, how things have crumbled. Could be like what they're following their intuition, they're communicating on what has fallen apart. And here we have communication again. So that's pretty much what's coming up there. Let's pull some song cards and message cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If you don't, look it up. There'll be a message for you in the lyrics. All right, we have Heaven by Callum Scott. Ooh, all right, we have A Beautiful Mess by Jason Mraz. We have Amazed by Lone Star. I think these were all suggested by viewers. We have X Factor, Lauryn Hill. Past Life Borns. I was listening to that song earlier today. And I listened to it because someone suggested it and I listened to it and it was great. We have Still Learning by Halsey. So we have Collide by Howie Day on the bottom of the deck. So guys, if you want to take a screenshot, look up one of the songs or look at the lyrics, there'll be a message for you there. Let's get some actual message cards too. I'm going to move this to the side, this to the side. All right, pile 3. What does the person want to say? What do they want them to know? I want the best for you. I contradict myself and give you mixed messages. Well, yes. Yes, you do. All right. I need to be alone now. You know, we did start off this with the Hermit. Again, it's reflective energy. It's healing energy, but it's typically going within. Maybe we're too different and that's why we disagree and fight. You understand me better than anyone else. You make me feel bad about myself sometimes. Life would be empty without you by my side. Goodness. Cards falling out everywhere. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. I judged you too harshly. I should have been honest about my feelings, and it's easier to be in a superficial relationship than with you. I want you to believe in me again, and I can't admit that I'm wrong. All right, let's go with another deck real quick. Sorry I'm slamming these and you're not hurting anybody's ears. Apologize. You speak to me through music, so there could be a musical connection. I already talked about the singer and the voice thing, so there just could be a musical connection here in this pile. I can't get enough of you. I have too much to lose. I've saved your messages or texts and messages. I left when I saw you with someone. We don't share the same values. That kind of came up in the other cards about something being different. I'm recovering. I don't want to let you go. I look for you everywhere. I miss seeing you. And one more. We're getting two more. I'm starting to understand our connection and I want you. So those are your message cards, pile 3. I'm going to move into some extra confirmations for those that enjoy a little more. Or also, I kind of just think of this as fun confirmations. So if you know this is your pile, please honor that and trust that. If you want some extra, if you're really not sure, let's see. And if you want just some fun confirmations, let's do this. So we're going to pull zodiac signs, initials, and attributes. Possibly channel some names. All right, we have Pisces energy. We have Neptune energy, which is also Pisces. So Pisces, and we have 11th house, which is Aquarius. So very dreamy, like someone, you also could be showing up in dreams, things like that. All right, let's see. Pile 3, confirmations. All right, we have the compass, so someone could be at a distance or travel. We have short, so someone could be of short stature. We have dark hair. We have F-boy repellent. And we have sports. We have travel and family. Maybe somebody recently went on a family travel trip or traveling to see family. We have baby steps, so that could be children. And we have Leo showing up. Let's get some more attributes and then we'll pull letters. Confirmation, pile 3. Intriguing. Smarts. Animal lover and light eyes. All right, let's get some letters. So we'll see if we get some, maybe spell some stuff. Let's see what else comes out of here. Channel some names possibly. All right, we have an F, an N, an A. So fan, Fanny, Y, Fanny, Y, V, W, M, E, fame. Maybe someone is famous or working towards being famous. Y, U. We have Amy, Manny, here Nancy, Wayne. Yeah, we have all of Wayne here. Okay. I was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If anyone cares. Let's see. Faye. I know that there's names that I'm not seeing, but I'm kind of drawing a blank. So we have Mia, Maya, hearing Vivian, Fenway. Maybe someone's into, we had sports, so maybe someone's into baseball. May, Emmy, Emma, FEMA. All right, I'm going to let you guys kind of digest that. Those are your confirmations. Take it if it fits, and if you see something I didn't say, please honor that all the way. And as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. And if you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my booking information in the description box below. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye, guys.